Alright, everybody. I wanted to make this video as kind of a tips and tricks to running pool tournaments through DigitalPool.com. This isn't going to be a walkthrough of how to use, the scoring and everything. There's already a video for that. I'll link that down in the description below. But this is more or less putting your bracket on a TV. Using live scoring, really just basic tips to make life easier and just kind of raise the quality of your tournaments. So, I'm not going to even create a tournament for this. We're just going to go into one of my past ones. Biggest advice that I can give you, since it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, a lot of people will not pull up the bracket on their own. They're going to want to come up and ask you. And trust me when I say this, it gets old really fast. But what you can do if you guys at your location have an extra TV, try to connect to it. And then I'm going to show you how to put that up on the TV to show your bracket there, have it scroll, which will save you a lot. You're still going to get asked. It sucks, but that's how it is. So my advice, one, I'll show you how to connect to a TV as well as setting up your bracket on there. So, okay, so now we're going to connect to our other display. To do so, we're going to go down into our settings and we're going to, now, this is if your TV that you're using is a smart TV, newer Roku TV, whatever. This is going to be connecting wirelessly. If yours doesn't have that, try to use an HDMI, VGA display, whichever works. Whatever way you can connect to this TV. So we're going to, I just search connect to a wireless display, select it here. We're not going to on mine exactly, but you're going to hit right here, connect to a wireless display. Your TV is going to pop up over here, which I'll still hit this. So it's going to search, it's going to search, it's going to search. And I'm not even sure if my TVs at home quite work for this. I'm not at the location. Okay, so no displays for me, unfortunately, but you'll connect. By default, it's going to want to duplicate. You're going to have a drop down, and all that you have to do is select extend. That's going to make it as a completely separate display. That way, when you're in your tournament and you're being the director running through everything, that's not all being displayed. The bracket itself just is. So what I do is I'll go to the public page button right here, right click it, new window, once it loads here, and I go over to the bracket. Then this window, I drag it over to my other monitor. That way it's completely separate, out of my way, and it's on the other one. Once I'm here, I simply go full screen. Then you've got your three dashes here, and we've got all these different zooms, compact bracket. You can hit that. It kind of helps depending on your TV size, because sometimes you can see the finals are cut out. But if you go into here also, I highly recommend turn on auto scroll. That way all day your whole bracket is going to scroll. That's going to keep people from being really, really annoying. And I never use this. If you have a big enough display, go for it. The left to right, top to bottom works way better for the scroll. But yep, that is a 10 out of 10 recommend for any bracket, any tournament. It's going to speed up time. It's going to create less annoyance for you. So that's that part. The next part, I highly recommend setting up using the text messaging or live scoring, period. This video is being made just after the DigitalPool app released. I've not ran a tournament yet with that, but I assume people can go on the app and report their scores on there. So what I would recommend is I can try to add a QR code at the end of this video, or a file to it in the description below, to where you can print that out, put it at your location, have it there at your director's desk, whatever. And that should push people to download the app. One, it's going to benefit you if you create your tournaments ahead of time. I've noticed it'll show you nearby upcoming tournaments. It's huge. It's great. And then if you're able to use live scoring through the app, which I can't see why there wouldn't be, recommend that. It's going to speed up your tournaments, as opposed to you got two players that get done and keep on talking before coming all the way up to you, telling you their score and who won. They can send it from their phone, and all you have to do is approve it, move on to the next match. And my location, we've only got 6 tables, but we've got wall-mounted tablets. We've been using it for a while. It honestly saves significant time. Beyond that, the only other tips that I've come to learn with running tournaments is DigitalPool by default is going to always try and make you play your winners matches first. Now, I've come to learn with only 6 tables, we really had a lot of wait time. If you always, instead of prioritizing the winners matches like DigitalPool wants you to, keep your losers side moving constantly. If there's 3 losers matches and 1 winners match, play those 3 losers matches before you ever play the winners. 1, this keeps the losers bracket caught up with winners. 2, whoever gets your driver's seat, captain seat, whatever you guys call it at your location, they don't have as bad of a wait. So that guy doesn't have to play, and like Kevin here, Kevin wouldn't have had to wait as long. Like, see, we got 6:30 was when this match happened. 8:54 for the finals match, which, yes, that was still a bit of a wait. This was a bigger tournament. We had longer races, so some matches took longer. But in your typical race to 3, race to 5, 9-ball, whatever, it's going to be much, much faster doing it that way. Prioritize losers. I've had a lot of compliments on how I run my tournaments. I went through the growing pains of having 17-hour-long tournaments with not that many players, more tables than we needed. And it was because we were waiting on losers to catch up. If you keep losers the priority, you will run much more efficient, much more smooth tournaments. People will be happier. And there's a bit more often a wait if you're on the winner's side, but they're not as long of waits. And the more that you can keep people happy with a smooth tournament, not keeping them for 18 hours, they're going to be happier to come back. If they're there for 18 hours, they're going to say that this place is unorganized and not come back. Don't do it. Just do it like this, okay? I believe that's all the advice I have left. If you need help running tournaments, I will link this video down below, or if you're at the tournament builder page, the home video walkthrough, this takes you right to that. So that'll walk you through setting up a tournament, adding players, all that part. We're not going through that today, but here is hopefully a guide that helps tournaments do better. I love the sport. In my area, it's growing in some area. The other area that has a bigger population where I started running tournaments is kind of struggling. So I'm hoping that this will help those guys out and anybody else who comes along this video. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you later.